Hi guys, William Alk here. How are we all doing? Welcome back to the channel. So, it's the weekend again. Saturday morning. Not a cloud in the sky. Forecast to be alright for another week or so. But I can only get out today, or kind of this morning, early afternoon, because we've got a family first birthday party tomorrow. Little granddaughter. She's 1 year old, bless her. So we've got to do a bit of running around tonight. We're going to stay over in Preston. I'm going to pick up my wife's father, take him back to the do in West Yorkshire, do the do and all that kind of stuff, take him back and then come back home. So quite a bit of travelling tomorrow, but it'll be worth it because he hasn't seen him for, well, he hasn't seen granddaughter. I don't think he's seen his grandson, might be great granddaughter, what? He hasn't seen his grandsons for a while, and they'll both be there hopefully. So yeah, family day tomorrow, so I can't get out tomorrow and it's meant to be nice, so make up most of it today, so I'm just dipping out for a little cafe breakfast, I think. Just going to go over to Squires because it's a nice little ride, and I know where I'm going. I don't want to start losing myself today. Because next weekend we've got the Cloverleaf, which is a ride up in Scotland. You base yourself somewhere central. We're basing ourselves near Perth, Kinross, and then you do 4 separate rides like a Cloverleaf. So from your central place. So the good thing is you don't have to, well, you go with you all the way around like you do on MC 500. You just get to your digs and then do your 4 rides and then ride home. So yeah, really looking forward to that. And again, looks like the weather's going to be okay, but you know, it's north and west Scotland, so I would imagine at some point something's going to happen. But as long as it's mainly dry, that's the main point. So today, part of my men's plus size, although I don't really know if you have plus size heads, although what I'm about to say next might prove that you do. I bought a new helmet. I bought it way back in December 23, and it's this one I've got on, which is an LS2, and I'm not sure what model it is because it's that long ago. I'll put it up on screen here when I find out. And partly because of all my vlogging gear and all that, and, you know, I had to get a chin mount for my camera and all that kind of blah blah blah, and rewire it all. I just never got round to it because it just, you know, it takes a good, you just fiddle about for a couple of hours while you're faffing about with it all. So I never actually wore it last year, and I've got to do it all this year. And when I put it on to try it on, I like the fit of it and everything, but the chin strap seems really short and you can't adjust it. So I struggle to get it through Deering. I've got another LS2 helmet, the Explorer I think it's called. I think this is Explorer 2 actually, but anyway. Yeah, it's got one of them like seatbelt locking systems kind of thing, sliding, and that's easy, dead easy. But this is a D-lock, but it's not got a long strap that you put through, so I struggle like mad with it. So I don't even know if I'm going to use it because it's already getting on my nerves. And you know, it's like when you're in a bit of a faff sometimes, a bit of a rush, and you know, and if you can't do your helmet, I'll just end up getting really annoyed with it. So. Not good really. So I don't know whether that's because I've got a fat head or a fat chin and it's just longer, but you would think there'd be like a standard length or so. And you know, I've had loads of D-lock bloody helmets over years, so I might have to sell this one because it'd be alright, you know. I think it's more to do with my double chin, so if you ain't got a double chin, you'll probably be alright with it. But I like the look of it and say Crieff next week. I think that'll just do me back tyre in, and then I'll have to buy some more tyres. I don't know whether I'm going to buy just a rear tyre for the moment, because I'm not getting many miles. I've got 4mm left on them, the Pirelli STR rallies. I've got 4mm left on my rear, and I've done 2,000 miles, so I don't know how many's on from new, but it looks a little bit flatted off because we did a bit of a longish tour, not a longish tour, a long run of the week up to North Berwick. And even though we did windy roads, it's still quite flat because we did some motorway mileage. We'll see. And I haven't really looked at front, so I don't know whether it's worth getting one more rear, and then, because when I bought these tyres, the plan was to take the bike off road a bit, but as I've said on other videos, I don't like taking it off road. I don't really want to take it off road. I don't mind nipping up a gravel track and stuff on it, but I don't want to be going over rocks and stuff. So that's why I bought the Yamaha Tenere, even though, you know, I'm still learning and falling off as we do. So I might go a little bit more road based on the tyres for this. Something with a little bit of off-road capability, but not the knobbly kind. Because part of it is, obviously, I have said before, I'm doing the Pecos trip with Richie Reader later on this year, September, and I'm just really not sure about doing the off-road section there. I want to do it. But at the same time, I don't want to damage my bike or myself or anything, because it's just I do have some issues with mobility and stuff. You know, my right knee's absolutely knackered, needs replacing, and I struggle to walk. Weirdly enough, I'm alright when I'm sat on bike, and I can stand up on the bike, but I don't have a lot of movement, so when I try to do anything with it, it just gives way and I end up falling over, which isn't good, but you know, there's a side issue to that, but we won't go into it today. So yeah, tyres, that age-old question. You know, for years I used to get sports bike tyres, because that's all I had, sports bikes, and you would argue over which was the best tyre, you know, a Dragon course or a Diablo course or a Michelin, whatever, Bridgestone, BT, again, whatever, and it just comes down to personal preference, because they're all grippy enough. After having these Pirelli STR rallies on and realising how quick you can still go on the road to them, it's like sports bike tyres just aren't an issue. They're all good enough. As long as you don't expect to be knee down at your first roundabout, you know what I mean? You've got to warm up and use them right, but the roads aren't good enough really to like, you know, when it's considered to a track. So if you try to do track riding on road, you have no chance of it. Any tyre give way there's not necessarily the tyre. So yeah, tyres. I don't know whether to go full road, like, you know, like a Road Smart 6 or something, or what they're called, or something like that, or semi off road. We'll find out. What on earth was all that? My car? But it's a beautiful day today. Just like I say, every time I come out, it's just great to be out on the bike. When the weather's nice, it just makes it so nice. Because the one thing I don't like when I'm on the bike, weather-wise, is probably wind more than rain. When it's raining and you've got right stuff on, it's not too bad as long as it's not really throwing it down. Or or if it's just wet, I don't mind. But wind can be one of the worst things to ride in. Few yank. Few yank cars. Or vans or whatever. Question for everybody out there. When I came off my Tenere on that lane the other week, I lightly scratched my bodywork, and I've tried just buffing it out with like a cloth and tea cut and that. But if anybody's got any ideas how to get out some scratches, they're not super deep, they're not like through to base coat, but I've heard you can get some cutting compound, but I don't want to put that on and ruin finish. I just want to lightly take the top kind of scratch layer off. I don't mind if there's still some visible signs of it, because as long as it's not too bad. So any ideas, please leave me some in the comments. It'll be greatly appreciated. Got a bit of copper then. Yellow lines outside of his bike, I hope you want a polite bike. So we're just leaving Bainton stop again for having another nice coffee and a little egg custard. Home to my village, which is the next one on from Bainton, so won't get much on here, but just a nice ending to the video. Hope you've liked it. I've enjoyed it today in the sun. It's been a lovely ride out. I didn't record all of it, but some of it. So if you'd like to do the normal, which is subscribe, like and click the notification bell and share away. Also leave me a comment, good or bad. Tell me what I'm doing right or wrong. As long as it's constructive, I'll listen to you. So all that leaves me to say is ciao for now. Really milk out. See you later.